All right, this is going to look like one of the craziest things you've ever seen. It's a very unusual setup, as you can see. I've got the smokestack coming out, and then it goes vertically up, oh, I don't know, 10, 12 feet. And then on the side here, side of it, I have a fan. And when I'm opening up the extension to the rocket stove, I'll turn the fan on so that it creates a draft so I don't get any smoke backing up. So there's the outside. Now we're going to go around the house here. It's about 25 degrees out here right now. Inside, it was 100 degrees a little while ago. It is now cooled off to 95 degrees in here. So I'm going to close this thing up. Loud noise. And here's the extension to the rocket stove. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know a bunch about the rocket stove. I had it sandblasted and I painted it with high temperature spray paint. But here's the extension. It's just a propane tank, top cut off, an exhaust on the top. You got to get all the paint and off of that thing or it'll burn and smell and all sorts of stuff. I did most of the burning of that off on the outside. I have a little chimney on the outside. And then this is a rocket stove. For those of you who know what rocket stoves are, let me try to get out of the way here. Here's the J tube. It goes down, shaped like a J, and then it goes in. Let me see, I'm trying to get this thing right. And then it goes up inside the dome to about 2 inches from the top. I got fire bricks on the top. They're nice and warm. And it being a rocket stove, the exhaust is not on the top. The exhaust is on the bottom of it. And you can put your hand on this thing right now. It might be like 150 degrees. And then there it goes outside the RV. And wow, this puppy is really working well. The nice thing about it is you don't have to keep feeding it. See, when I just had the rocket stove and I would open this thing up and burn inside the chamber there, the chamber was actually only 3.5 by 3.5 inches, so it was only about 10 square inches. This puppy down here is about 100 square inches, 10 by 10. So what happens is, this thing has been running by itself for about an hour and 15 minutes. So I loaded it about an hour and 15 minutes ago, and it's just been slowly cooking. And I think this thing can stay all by itself for 2 hours at a time. And then this is the device I use. I push that in there. The fan you just saw earlier outside kicks in, and it makes this thing into a raging inferno. So what I do when I'm loading wood, I turn that fan on, open up the door, throw the wood in, and now since I have this big burn chamber, see, like before, there was no way I could put something like this inside the burn chamber of the rocket stove. But now, a piece like this will go in. I got 3 pieces down here. I'll probably put them in maybe a half hour from now, and this puppy will probably burn real slowly for, I don't know, another 3 or 4 or 5 hours.